everybody, good evening to you. Welcome to the Bay Area Sports at the new with Mauricio STILLMAN from part 1 to part 2. Alright, Mark Willow is on. Let's take a look at the Mark Willow on Twitter machine at the sometimes. So the Mark Willow Show. Alright, this is Perry at the sometime. We're gonna get to NFL and the Niners, Giants, and Cowboys football just a minute, just a moment after the face-off with Tommy, Larry, Will, and Mark. Hey Mark, what's going on? We'll take it right at 10 o'clock. At the sometimes from this was a corner to smartphone. At the sometimes.
This is awesome too because it's like a chuckle that he's fighting back, and he doesn't chuckle that much. He's not a chuckling kind of a guy.
Save the condescending laugh if you can have one.
Yeah.
Why?
You think I should sign Miguel Tejada?
Oh, brother. Oh, man. What do we got going on tonight? Oh, no, before we got that.
Yeah.
You didn't get involved on the Twitter beef, the fantasy football.
Yeah, I dipped my toe in the water. I just let them know. I gave them a little Ric Flair. I just sent a gift. Like I wasn't going to say anything because when you've got, it's almost like a dad when they walk in and two of the kids are just having like let's say for instance, I've got two boys. If the boys are wrestling, mom might come in and be like, oh my gosh, we got to stop this or whatever. I'm going to walk in and I'm just going to grab popcorn because, it's two boys. Rod, you know this, right? I'm just like, they're fine. They're being boys. And so that's kind of how I walked onto this Twitter scene today where I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to stop this. This is fun. So I just gave him a quick Ric Flair that said, I'm the man. Like, you guys are all arguing. And I'm just sitting over here in first place. You guys figure it out. So I gave him one of those, and then I sat back and kicked my feet up and watched.
Did you feel like Holder was disrespecting you with that cap tip?
Well, you're talking about the original one that got this all started?
Yes.
No, I did not. He was not being sarcastic. I know that he wasn't being. We were texting throughout the game. Even when Kenyon Drake gave him the lead, and I had no players yet left. Mike was still worried that Drake was going to come in and fumble and lose. Like, he thinks he's kind of like bad luck Charlie, like Charlie Brown. Right, so he went into
I don't want the peanut just like a Charlie Brown so we got a mall, but picture, let's face it, okay? So we got holidays. It's a great fucking Charlie Brown on DVDs. You know how to learn the Charlie Brown. And then it's a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Mayflower from Charlie Brown is this in America. At the same time, a Charlie Brown Christmas. At the same time, Charlie Brown Christmas too. And also, we have Happy New Year Charlie Brown, Be My Valentine Charlie Brown, and it's Easter Bingo Charlie Brown. That's all there's to it. So we have, it's a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown DVDs. A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and a Charlie Brown Christmas, of course, okay? So, this is coming holidays. So, we'll take every time to the match deal. So, what are going on tonight? That's just a sometime on the show. This is the NFL Week 6, Week 7. Let's take a look at predictions. And, of course, we have this Kids Show and KNBR the podcast from the sometime to same time. Okay? You can download and then you can channel about the bottom. And the middle call. And I'll talk to John Michael earlier than another podcast. Thanks to John.
It is providing plenty of chat.
To get a point differential is really weak sauce. You can't be sitting in almost dead last place and be talking point differential.
Well, the level of vitriol in the KNBR league, that is.
Yes. Yes, I haven't used a lot of these words since I was a teenager, and so it's fun because guys are bringing them back. There's a lot of words that, like, you know, those were high school lunchtime fight words.
Yeah.
And you know, in the whole like adult parenting realm, I just don't run into those words too often. They're on my phone every day now. Yeah, they're cool. They're there every day without fail.
Just imagine if we had real money on the line, man. Somebody would die.
I know, that's the other thing. We've got like peanuts on this. Peanuts!
No, peanuts! Peanuts! What the hell? What is going on?
He came out of Romas, started his car, and just blowed up on it.
I mean, it's a good break for Dieter, but it's really sad.
Freaking lefty.
Exactly.
Oh, exactly. That's right.
So there's energy. We got energy.
Yes, there. Appreciate it. Well, thank you for providing us entertainment.
We got some
actually have to be in
energy.
the league.
And Larry, point differential is weak, but so is your team. Like, you really, honestly. No, listen. You even had
Like he's 3-2. I've won 3 in a row.
You're 4-2, and that's the point.
Look, Jack, I'm rolling.
If you could look me in the eye, you can't right now, but pretend you're looking me in the eye. Look me in the eye. Your team stinks, and you know it. And
I have Mahomes and Claypool.
And my Patrick Mahomes. He's a Kansas City Chiefs.
Last week and won.
That's good management.
Look at that. I wear my album t-shirt at the same time. My album t-shirt.
I will not let you run Raph down. I just won't let you do it. He's in the no fun in the studio, no food in the studio league, and you know what? This is no fun in the league. No food in the studio league, all right?
Go get it, all right?
No fun in the league. My gosh, so no, you just you're fortunate.
I hope the wrong series of injuries strikes your team down, and I hope I take you down in the playoffs.
Oh, that's already. I mean, the Dak thing is that already is no coincidence that I lost for the first time after Dak went down. I think that's already happened. You don't need to wish it again. That's bad juju right
that's
there.
Just the beginning of it. I want more injuries coming your way.
See, there's a level of vitriol in the KNBR league.
These are human beings, Larry. These are human beings with livelihoods. Considering how much money...
Tony Bruno show. We had with Mark Will was on with a good friend. Tony Bruno back in the day.
It's not commensurate with the amount of money that's at stake. That's what I find fascinating.
When I did my apology video, I'm like, hey, everybody.
Murph starts with, you effing losers.
Seriously, that's how I love losers.
Do you know you lose? Don't you ever say, it's time?
That's the campus.
By the way, that's why everybody took such offense to what Bowler said, because they wanted vitriol. Like you can't come out the other side of this and be like, wow, I am amazed by my opponent. My opponent is awesome, and I am honored to even be in a fantasy league. You can't do that. Like, this league just starts shaking immediately. And so that's that's why we had to have a 24-hour data all over social media.
Wait, so the KNBR Fantasy League is like the Slime and Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
The more anger and hatred there is, the more the slime is active?
The more it lives. Yeah.
We got some guys on scholarship for sure.
It's just like the officers.
Oh man, not going to be concerned.